check it out. And when I say check it out, I mean hear this. Hear my voice. I have a mic. After 1 year of complaining about my audio, I see all of the comments for sure. I see all of the comments. And I don't know, it's weird because the audio is always fine on my end. So I just didn't really know what to do about it until one day I said, hey, I'm going to hire somebody to set me up with some new audio. So I balled out. And this is quite the contraption actually right now. So I ordered a new piece because I'm like, I don't think I need this like jiggly thingy. But how does it sound? How are you all doing today? Oh, another thing to show you is this dog. It's not mine, but look at this dog. It's like George Washington-esque. It's my friend Basma's. Well, you know Basma if you watched the decorating series video, but her mom's dog, and they're on vacation. So this is a baby. It's not a baby, I don't think. Like, how old is this dog? Luna. But anyways, I'm watching her for 3 weeks. So, new mic, new dog. That's it. Is there anything else new? No. But this video is new. Isn't that fun? So, welcome back to my channel. We love to say those YouTube phrases every now and then. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I never had bad audio. If you're old here, you finally can hear me without the ads blasting in your face. Anyways, we're doing an AD home review today. I haven't done one of these in so long, but I don't know. I was kind of inspired to review Emma Roberts' home because one, I really like the firm that she worked with, Pearson Ward. Pearson Ward is an amazing design firm out here. They also have a store. I really like their stuff. Is it fully my style? No, but I really like it. And I think you all are going to like Emma's home, Emma Roberts' home. And I have a lot to say about it. And a lot of good, some critiques, but I can't tell you the outcome right now or else you won't watch the video. So if you want to hear me blab about design and what I like and dislike about Emma's home, this is all just my opinion. It's all a design critique. It has nothing to do with her. Actually, it really has nothing to do with her because I really, really like her. After watching this video, I was really impressed with a lot of the things she likes and her personality. I don't know. I just never really gotten to know Emma Roberts. Does she do like personal type videos? Or I don't know. But anyways, I liked her personality. I like her. This is the design critique. So let's get started on today's review of this little dog. Say something. Say woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Anyways, yeah, of Emma Roberts' home in AD. This is her living room, and I like it. I think it's cozy. I really like the striped chairs, and there's a striped fireplace that kind of go with the chairs, which I don't know if I necessarily would do myself, but I really like it. Actually, Kate is kind of playing with the idea of maybe painting her fireplace in like a cool stripe pattern, but she does talk about how there's a lot of stripes, there's a lot of tassels, there's a lot of fringe in the house, and I can at least agree with one of those, which is a lot of stripes. I don't know if I'm as big into fringe or tassels, but this room kind of brings you back in time in a very strange way. It feels almost Nancy Meyers, but it also feels very timeless at the same time, and I like how it's neutrals and cozy. It's very grandma feeling, but I like this space personally. I also like the color of the walls. It's very peachy and cream, and then they did some really heavy drapery that went along with the color scheme, and I just like heavy drapery. I think a lot of people don't put enough attention into drapery, and you'll notice throughout the whole house, she or Pearson Ward pays a lot of attention to really good drapery, and it just really makes the home feel cozy, which is my ultimate goal at the end of my design process, is coziness and warmth. I also feel like people don't always know what to do in a little bay window area where it kind of jolts out. People get confused what to do. But think about if she added in, a big like love seat or another furniture piece. It just would have felt a little bulky. So I really like that choice. Another thing that Pearson Ward does really nice is mixing patterns and textures, which I'm constantly talking about. They're kind of similar to Nikki Kehoe, and I also talk about Nikki Kehoe a ton, and she has Nikki Kehoe stuff in this house as well. Really, the only furniture piece I don't like in this room necessarily is the coffee table. I think it's a great size and I like the height of it, but the light wood, I felt like just didn't tie in the room for me. I think she could have done something dark or adding in a nice modern piece, or even something, Herman Miller or something from another design era could have really helped tie in this space, because it's a lot of old stuff, which I like, but the coffee table, I think they were trying to go into this modern direction, but it ended up just looking like, I don't know, it's probably really expensive, but to me that looks almost, like Wayfair or something. Anyways, let's move on from this room. Love this room though, and also love the little window panes, the lattice window panes. She lives in a very old home that has a lot of great unique features, which we love. Now over to her bar cart area, which again, she didn't do a bar cart. She does have a bar cart somewhere else, I will say. But I feel like a lot of people with this small wall, I always talk about how if you have a small little wall, everyone's like, let's put a bar cart. They put a bar cabinet, which is what I would have suggested. I love this old piece of furniture. Emma has very feminine style. She loves a lot of florals, and I think they did a great job at picking this out. And then also the chairs next to on each side of the bar cabinet thing are these old vintage chairs, and love the plaid. I think they could have done something a little less country feeling, that's a very country feeling plaid, and I feel like they could have entered in like, some type of a green plaid or something, outside of the tones of rose and mauve and blush, which she clearly loves. But hey, if that's what she likes, do it. But this could have been an area where she could have, went a little crazier. But I will say, I keep saying that, I like that these chairs have this like spider web effect, because she talks later in the video about how she loves Halloween and she has like a big doll collection and all this stuff. And so it's just cool when a designer knows what you like and then can incorporate that in super weird ways. But, with Trading Spaces, there's all these like memes about how when they used to do rooms and they'd be like, what do you love? And they'd be like, I love race cars. And then they do the whole room race car themed. So obviously we're way past that, but I like the little touches. I'm sure she was obsessed with these chairs when they showed them to her with the spider webs, because she loves Halloween, apparently. That's the fun thing about Emma in this video, is that she's so unapologetically herself when she talks about her doll collection, or she has like weird like felt art figures on the wall. You'll see them soon, but when she talks about them, she's so like nerdy and passionate about it, and I love that. Like, that art is not for me. I'm not going to collect dolls, but I love when people just love things because they don't care if it's cool. Oh, also, she says, my favorite drink to serve at this bar is pouring people champagne. And I was like, honestly, same. Like, I don't want to make you a cocktail and I don't want to cook for you. And I'm actually, like, I love to host a party, but when people come over, I'm pretty bad at being like, what can I get you? What can I make you? I'm just like, I'm trying to enjoy this too. Here's where she talks about her doll collection, and she's just passionate about her little dollykins, is what they're called, or maybe what she calls them. But I like how they're nicely displayed over in this like little office area. She has a little mood board thing, because at the end of the day, she's a millennial. You need a little bulletin board up there. And she says that she copied this bookstore out in New York where they put books in like little like plastic baggies. And that is the type of shit I love in design. When you're in a place or you're at a friend's house and you see like one little thing that's unique that they did, that's what I love to do when incorporating fun little touches in my house. Like, not just following one person's style, like taking little bits and pieces from, hotels or bookstores that you've been at, or friends' homes, or whatever it is. That's how you curate a really nice home. And when watching this video, you're like, okay, this is a nice home. Okay, now we're in another living room type area. I immediately noticed the Restoration Hardware ball pendant in the middle of the room, because that's just, I feel like I see that in like every AD tour. But she did say she took it from her old house and brought it here. And I don't dislike it at all. I think it's going to be kind of like a classic light fixture, kind of like these guys. Like sometimes things become trendy, but then they're also classic at the same time. I think like somehow Restoration Hardware was able to do that, kind of, I guess. I wouldn't have it in my room or my home, but it's kind of cool she brought it from her old house. Her use of pink in every room is kind of what throws me off, just because I'm not super into pink. I'm also not that feminine when it comes to design. I don't know what the difference is of like masculine and feminine within design nowadays, but the room is nice. I like it. Again, love all the paint colors that they've selected. I feel like they're all Farrow and Ball. I'm just assuming. I like that the beams are even painted a color. I feel like she could have incorporated some wood. I feel like they painted all of the trim in this room, you know, like a cream color, when they could have kept some of the dark wood. I'm sure there was some dark wood, but it's nice. They even painted the inside of the shelves kind of like a darker or like a green. All these tones are really nice, I will say. I also love that all of her furniture is super loungy. Like she has a son, and I just like that everything is loungy and cozy, and it just feels lived in, which is what I like. Her style is very lived in, girly and lived in. She has a Joni Mitchell shrine right in the back of this room, which again, it's like people who are just into something and they go for it in their home. It just makes them unique and cool, I think, personally. Not only are the lounge chairs pink, but they also have a circular pillow. So this is something that I will critique because I don't like that. So that's pretty much it. I like the rest of the room. I don't love the couch color really either. But this photo is so nice and just so pretty. I would live here personally. And then also with the big cabinet in the back and the stools, I just think she could have incorporated some darker wood. I think the light wood is nice, but a little dark wood would have been good. She could add in a little dark wood. That's all. When she's over at the bookshelf, she talks about this book that she gave her ex-boyfriend. And then when they broke up, she realized how much the book costs, or like how much it's worth, the value of the book. So she kept it. And I just kind of like that she threw a little shade. Just a little shade. Sometimes people, they need a little shade. I feel like I've thrown a little bit of shade on here to some men. Not really, I guess. For me, the kitchen didn't really do it for me. I don't know what it was, if it was like the color selections, or maybe I'm just, experiencing a little bit too much beige and mauve color now that we're, making our way through her home. I don't love that everything is painted that like beigey peach, even the handles. I get the like look that they're going for, but I wasn't really into it. And then I don't know how I feel about the painted tile to make it look checker when you paint wood to look like tile. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. I mean, I guess it looks better than if she just kept it wood, but I guess the colors are just getting repetitive to me. And maybe that's why I don't necessarily love it. Let's take a quick little break to talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives like me or you. They offer creative classes in countless categories, from photography to music to production, you name it. There's a ton to choose from. Whether you're a beginner in something or a pro, you can go from dabbling in a certain area to becoming an expert within hours. What I love most about Skillshare is that you're working with other creatives to teach you what they have knowledge in. Industry experts, sharing their tools and techniques on a certain topic that you want to learn more about. I recently have been working on a lot of interior design projects or designing podcast sets, and that got me thinking, I should learn 3D models and renderings myself. So I decided to enroll in a SketchUp class where I can learn how to make my own renderings, my own 3D models. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial with Skillshare, and you'd be surprised how much you can learn in a month. Truly. And thanks again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. They also suggested to her that she should get a center island, and the island that they chose was just not it. I just don't love the island, especially when they could have done something so cool when you get a specific area where you can like really have a fun piece. Like her bar that she had was such an amazing piece. And then the island, I just didn't really love. It looks like it's almost like custom, but maybe it's the wood, it's the oak mixed with like these peachy beige cabinets. I would say the kitchen just kind of fell short for me. The little banquette area is cute, but again, all of the colors look like so faded. I don't know what it is about this room that's feeling just like washed to me. I don't hate the banquette. So who's that banquette? But I also think that the Roman shades above that area are just like too vintage of a fabric. I think it's just starting to get a little too repetitive and too old, which, you know, you want it to feel cohesive. So I get it. But I think there's just areas that, you know, Pearson Ward could have been like, oh, like we should incorporate like some modern touches or like something from this area. Like let's have like an Art Deco piece. I feel like she actually would like Art Deco a lot. It's very femme feeling to me, which I said in another video and people were like, wait, I don't feel that way. And I was like, really? Really? She then proceeds to show us her art, her like felt art weird thing. And then she thrifted these vintage, I think they're like old cereal box covers and had them framed. And I like that she is just into that stuff. That's what makes a home unique. Something that you found on vacation and then you have it framed. And I don't know how she started this felt art collection, but she loves it. And that makes me like it. Like I'm not going to have that in my house, but it makes me really appreciate the art. I really love how they designed the son's room because it feels gender neutral to me. Like there's florals on the bed frame and then the like Welsh pattern bed coverlet. I don't know, bedspread. And then he loves, you know, the outdoors. And so there's a lot of like camp themed stuff and like animals and ducks on the ceiling. And I just love this room. Also, that bed looks insanely comfy for a kid. To have like a reupholstered, fluffy, cozy bed that you can just like jump around on is so fun to me. I really like this room. I think it's really a special place that I feel like she put some thought in. Also, she thrifted this shirt she shouts them out. But anyway, she framed this shirt and put it in her son's room. And now I want to frame a shirt and put it in my son's room. I have no son. But I thought it would be funny if I could find a shirt from like when I was a teen or like a Hollister shirt or like something like funny, have it framed and put it in my room. Or like it was like my dad's shirt, or I love the idea of framing an article of clothing is basically what I'm getting at. So we'll be copying her. The outside of the house is just so amazing. It's like a Tudor style home here in Los Angeles, which you'll see a lot of, which is kind of random. I mean, it's not random, but I feel like when I first moved here, I saw like a bunch of Spanish style homes and like mid-century homes. And so when I started to see these more Tudor style, I was like, oh, this exists. This is a thing here in Los Angeles. But she painted it, I'm assuming, because it matches the inside of the house, the color palette, so nicely, which again, I like these colors. They just got a little repetitive to me is all. The backyard is amazing. The gazebo is really cool. She said that the previous tenants used to have a table with chairs, but she wanted to do 2 lounge chairs. I personally would have done a dining area there, but it's whatever you get more use out of. I don't love the furniture selections. The chairs to me feel like maybe they came from her last house. I don't know. They could have done something really cool, but it kind of feels like it might have been that like last afterthought. Like they had a whole house to design, so it's fine. I think it's nice. They could have done better here, but cool that she even has this little space. The pool space is pretty insane. I really love that she did a space that kind of feels like they're out in the wild. It looks kind of like a pond. And that kind of goes with like the whole theme of like, even in her son's room, like just this fun like campfire, outdoorsy. It doesn't really feel Los Angeles to me. And I like how it's not like a flat modern pool. It feels as though she designed this for her son to run around and have this like fun outdoorsy area. I really like the pool. And I just like that it's not a modern square. She did a great job. I mean, or Pearson Ward, whoever did this, the outdoor architects did this. Her bedroom for me is just a little too grandma, I think. From the light fixture being like this frilly, fabric to the big florals behind the bed and the headboard. I like it, but I don't know, something is just off to me. It just feels a little too outdated. I just need her to bring in some like mixes of some other stuff. It's just so the same. And like oil paintings, and even the kids' room is still the same color as some of the other rooms. Not that everything needs to be different. I think there's ways to make it feel cohesive with exploring outside of, what you like. But again, this is her style. So she wants her whole home in this style, period. But the pink door with the orange chair rail and the pink bedding and the floral, it's just a little much for my taste. Just not my taste, basically. But they did a nice job of pulling it all together. And honestly, so cozy. And I also love a matching headboard to drapes behind it. It feels very like London to me. I'm into it for her. I like this. I like this for you. Me and my sister always say that to each other. Like if we don't like something, we'll be like, I love that for you. Also, she shows the cord covers. Like for lamps, Pearson Ward has these cord covers that you can buy, and Kate actually has one. And I've talked about it in another video, and I say go buy this from, or if you want one, they have good ones at Pearson Ward. It's kind of funny because Kate literally has that cord cover. If you're new here, that's my friend Kate. I think the lamps in her bedroom, they obviously go with the theme with the fringe, and I like how they're dark, but I feel like the lamps are an area she could have done something just a little different. It's like, it's too old. It's time warping me a little bit. Just a little. But we also like that in a weird way. I don't know. Moving on. I do like her primary bathroom. She said it used to have wood floors, and then they got this pomegranate style tile, which I like. But again, we've seen that color a million times. I feel like it could have been cool to do a really dark green in the same tile, but maybe a really dark green. I think she just needs some like darker colors. There's some other colors they could have introed. But I do like the bathroom. I don't feel like it's anything like crazy special. I don't particularly love the vanity, specifically the mirror and the wood top to it. The vanity, it's so close. It's clearly like a custom built-in, but again, maybe she could have done dark there, like a dark walnut, like a dark antique. I don't know. I would have liked the whole thing if that mirror didn't exist. I do not like that mirror. I think it's custom, but it looks weird with the bulbs. Cozy bathroom. I'm just kind of critiquing the same things at this point. Oh, and then there's that bar. Oh, you want to come up here? Oh, she's back. Oh, well, it's been hot having a dog on my lap and filming in a garage. Anywho, what was I going to say? Oh, she does have a bar cart. Here's her little bar cart in the bathroom, which I'm like, if you're going to have a bar cart in the bathroom, it's kind of fun. It has like her son's toys on the bottom and like shampoo. Honestly, kind of a good idea. If you're going to have one, it's kind of fun in the bathroom. I will say. My friend Lindy says that. Oh, you know Lindy from Kate's bedroom revamp video. You loved Lindy. Lindy always says, I will say. So I will say I like a bar cart in a bathroom. Fun things. I'm not sure where this boat light fixture is in her house, but this room, this like little lookout, it's not a lookout, skylight thing is cool. Would I have picked that light fixture? No, but I think it's cool. It's unique. It fits her style. I like how she does things like kind of for her son, but I don't know, when you have like one area like that where you can do something really unique, I don't know what I would choose. So it's cool that she did something unique because she could have done a Restoration Hardware, light fixture there. And that's why she should get rid of her RH1 maybe. Like, look at that one's cool. Do something cool in the other room. She has a lot of cool things though. Honestly, like her style is so eclectic and mix matched, and she took risks, and I think she did a really nice job. But before I give you my like final wrap up, the video is done, but I wanted to show this, like, I think it's a guest bath, or just like, a bathroom on like the first floor. What are those called? Bathroom? Just a bathroom. Again, so nice. Look how beautiful this is in the photo. Everything is this green. Everything is this pink. Everything is this wood. I'm just kind of over this style. I like bits and pieces of it. Like, if you showed me every single piece in this little bathroom, I would say yes, 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 yes. But then mixing it all together, it's just, I just don't really like, I don't know what it is, but I don't love that bathroom. But it photographs so beautiful. Just a little old feeling to me. But I will say, this style is so practical. It doesn't really go in and out of trends. It's, it's old, it's timeless, it's cozy. Maybe in 20 years, people might go, whoa, we need to this is so old looking or something. But I like it. I think it's truly classic and beautiful compared to a lot of other AD tours, especially. I think she is a lot more unique than I thought she was. Not that I thought anything about her. I guess I just didn't know that she, had these like fun quirks. And that's what's kind of fun about these tours and seeing into people's homes. It kind of humanizes them instead of, looking at them as like giant celebrities that, are boring, or some of them probably are. And most probably are, actually. But it's cool to see their personalities when, you only see them in movies like Aquamarine. That's like one of the main movies I remember Emma Roberts from. What is she in recently? Oh, Scream Queens. I like her. I feel like she's a beloved woman of Hollywood. And we liked her home. I did. I really liked it. It's so Pearson Ward. It's so like in that style. And while I incorporate bits and pieces from there, I wouldn't say I really go that far into it. It's a little too old for me. It really does remind me of Lone Fox's home. So I feel like Lone Fox and Pearson Ward and Nikki Kehoe, they all have like a similar vibe to them that is just so approachable and warm and welcoming. And I think a lot of people can resonate with this style of design. And it's also honestly, it's a really good area of design if you went in like the modern farmhouse direction. I feel like this is an area where you can kind of like take what you already did with your house when you made it a modern farmhouse. Just go like in this direction. It feels like an easy transition, So anyways, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed my AD home review and my new mic, my new mic and my dog. Look at her. She's like a little George Washington today. Are you being very pretty? Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Anyways, I'm going to dinner tonight. I'm going to dinner with a friend of mine named Andy. He's very funny, and we're going to Barros Santos. If you've never been there, go check out that restaurant in Los Angeles. I feel like Emma Roberts would maybe eat there. Who knows? Who knows where the celebrities go? Celebrities, they're just like us. I guess that's it. I really hope that this mic worked. It's recording. It says it is. And I'll see you next week on whatever it is I'm deciding to do. I do have some I have another Let Me Decorate Your Home video coming out soon. We're in the process of filming that. I'm also going to the Brimfield Antique Fair. And yeah, we're balling out. And when I say we, I mean me. But I am working with people, like sound people. I'm upping my game. Anyways. All right. That's it. Goodbye.